Yeah. So as I was saying, that nonverbal communication is communication without words. Nonverbal communication is yeah, it's a process of communication through sending and receiving wordless messages. No words, okay? No words are included in a nonverbal communication. So before moving forward with this, you must keep in your mind that verbal communication and non-verbal communication, they are interconnected, okay, and they operate together in communication. they ऐसे नहीं है कि ऐसे without any words you can just communicate, or you can communicate via words but without any non-verbal cues, or without any expression or gestures or something. So verbal and non-verbal communications, they are interconnected, and they both complement each other while when they are in use. So verbal and non-verbal, these are all the types of communication. Okay, but there is a difference between the two, that we use our voice in verbal communication and we use body signs in non-verbal communication. Okay, so let me type it out in chat box. The difference between verbal and non-verbal communication is that we use our voice in verbal communication and use body signs in non-verbal communication. This is the basic, or the standard difference between verbal and non-verbal communication. Now, why is non-verbal communication important? Okay, so verbal and non-verbal communication, they both play an important role in how people interact with each other. Okay, and people, it is according to the statistics, 35% verbal communication and 65% non-verbal communication is used in daily life. Okay, so according to the statistics, non-verbal communication is used more than the verbal communication. Okay, 35% verbal and 65% non-verbal communication is used in day-to-day life. Okay, non-verbal communication is all, it also has a cultural meaning. Okay, we'll get to this after a while. So coming up to the power of non-verbal communication, as to why non-verbal communication is so important, or why it is one of the most powerful forms of communication. Okay, more than voice or even words, non-verbal communication, it helps to understand, or it helps to create your mind in create your image create your image in others' mind, and even you can express your emotions and feelings in front of others which you're unable to express in words. Okay, so this is uh this is like a power of non-verbal communication, that whenever you talk to someone, you can you just don't focus on their words, but you focus on their body language, you focus on their gestures, you focus on the entire posture they are uh, yeah, who is saying something? Did anyone say something? All right, moving on. So when we talk about non-verbal communication, it can be used, or it can be helped in creating an image in others' mind, and in expressing our feelings and emotions in through good methods, or through methods that are much proven scientifically. Okay, because it is easier to understand facial cues, expressions, postures, body languages, gestures, more than it is more than deciphering, able to decipher words. Decipher is decoding. So when we talk about non-verbal communication, there are different forms of non-verbal communication. The two basic types of non-verbal communication are intentional and unintentional. Intentional non-verbal communications में आता है जैसे pointing out the finger or giving or smiling or clapping. Okay, when pointing out fingers मतलब वो काफी intentional होता है, जैसे who amongst you you know किसने आप में से किसने कुछ आंसर दिया है. ओके, या तो मैं सीधे सीधे पूछूंगी कि who amongst you would like to give an answer, so you'll raise your hand, so it is intentional. Okay, that is intentional. Then giving a smile when you walk on the road and you see someone who is familiar to you, or maintains an eye contact with you, then you can give a smile. That is also intentional. And of course, applaud or clap or clapping, that is also intentional. These are intentional verbal non-verbal communication. And unintentional non-verbal communication में वो है जिसमें you are speaking something but you are not aware of what actions your hands are doing. For example, right now I'm talking to you and I'm not doing all this purposely. It is just coming up to me. मैं आपसे बात कर रही हूँ या आपको कुछ समझा रही हूँ तो मेरे gestures अपने आप move हो रहे हैं. Similarly goes with my eye contact, with my smile, with my body posture. These are unintentional non-verbal communications, as in we are not well aware कि हमारे body में कैसे कैसे signs किस तरह से हमारे verbal communication को support कर रहे हैं या उसके साथ हमें simultaneously cooperate कर रहे हैं. So two types of non-verbal communication are intentional and unintentional. Okay, I hope every one of you is noting this down. Okay, even if you are not, I wouldn't be able to know anything, but ये सब आपको कभी ना कभी काम आने ही वाला है, so you better take a note of all this or listen very carefully as to what is happening. So there are many forms of non-verbal communication. The basic forms of non-verbal communication are eye contact, okay, facial expressions, posture. Then we have haptics or touch. Haptics or touch. Then haptics of gestures and personal space. Gestures, personal space. So in the chat box, I have mentioned the basic forms of non-verbal communication, and we're going to look at it individually one by one. So the first one is eye contact. Eye contact is a key characteristic of non-verbal communication because it expresses much without using a single word. Okay, according to the American culture, maintaining eye contact, it shows respect and indicates interest. Okay, eye contact also establishes the nature of relationships according to some theories. So when we talk about maintaining eye contact, why was I asking you to switch on your videos in the initial part of the lecture was because if I'm able to maintain an eye contact with you, I can understand, or I can visibly, it will be visible to me if you are interested in listening to me or not. So that is why maintaining eye contact is very important. However, eye contact maintain करने का भी एक तरीका होता है. You cannot just directly look into someone's eyes and widen your eyes, or you cannot just keep on smiling with your eyes while you're looking at someone. You have to understand the mood of the entire mood of the person who is in front of you, or you have to understand the entire vibe of the atmosphere, vibe of the place you are in, vibe of the situation, and then you have to maintain an eye contact accordingly. Okay, you just cannot keep on staring at someone. Maintaining eye contact is generally to show confidence, to show respect. That is about maintaining eye contact. You have, I think many of us what do we do when we are giving a speech or when we are talking to someone? Generally we put our head down and then we speak. Or we are just easily distracted when the teacher is asking us any question and you're not able to answer it because what you're doing is you're say looking here and there. Okay, yes, I'm listening, or Sometimes it so happens that a teacher is saying something, but you're not even listening carefully, and you're just getting distracted by an atmosphere or atmospherical, physical distraction, एक physical barrier आ जाता है communication में. इसीलिए eye contact maintain करना बहुत important है, because when you maintain an eye contact, it is, you can prevent getting distracted. So that is why maintaining eye contact is important, because you can show respect, show confidence, and establish a relation with the other person. And you can show an interest in how much, interest as in you can very, very well concentrate into what the other person is saying. That is why eye contact is very important. Next comes up is the facial expressions. When we talk about facial expressions, they are again the key characteristics of non-verbal communication. Through facial expressions, we can communicate happiness, sadness, anger, fear, guilt, and all the other emotions that you can possibly inculcate. Okay, so via facial expressions, when we do something, we have heard news that has shocked us. So our facial expressions will totally, our eyes will widen, our mouth will open, and we'll suddenly become very alert as to what has happened. When we are happy, our eyes will squint a little. Okay, will have a pretty big grin on our face, and we'll smile very often. And supposedly we are sad, so our eyes will again, it'll again squint even more. Tears will roll down our eyes. Instead of a smile, we'll have, a sorrow like expression, and so that will show sadness. Fear में तो वो भी बहुत important है, क्योंकि fear में shivering और ये सब से ज्यादा पहले facial expression में पता चलता है. You'll start looking down, and you'll start feeling hesitant. You'll start, you'll start feeling anxious, and that will show on your face. And similarly, गिल्ट का भी ऐसा ही है. मतलब फेशियल एक्सप्रेशन के थ्रू हम सब जज कर सकते हैं कि कौन सा इंसान कैसे फील कर रहा है. So that is why facial expressions are very important. When you maintain a good facial expression on your face when the other person is communicating to you, then it will be very easy for you or for the other person to decipher what you're trying to say. और आप जो कह रहे हैं उसका असली में मीनिंग क्या है. क्योंकि कभी कभी ऐसा होता है कि कुछ कुछ शब्द है, ठीक है, वो हम बोलते हैं तो उनका दो तरीके से मतलब निकल सकता है, लेकिन हमारे फेशियल एक्सप्रेशंस के थ्रू हम वो मतलब को बोल सकते हैं कि अच्छा ये एक अच्छे सेंस में है या एक बुरे सेंस में. लाइक फॉर एग्जांपल, ओके, वील सी दैट कुछ बेसिक एग्जांपल ले लेते हैं. दैट ओके, द स्कूल इज क्लोज टुमारो. व्हेन आई से दैट द स्कूल इज क्लोज टुमारो, so you can understand that I'm not happy that the school is closing tomorrow. And when I say, okay, yeah, the school is closed tomorrow, so you can sense that she's excited that the school is closed tomorrow. So facial expressions के through हम differentiate कर सकते हैं कि हमारा कहने का मतलब किस तरीके से, हम किस तरीके से या किस intention से वो sentence या वो word या वो phrase कह रहे. That is why facial expressions are again very important. Next comes up the posture part. Okay, posture and how you carry yourself, it tells a lot about you. Okay, how you walk, sit, stand, hold your head, it not only indicates your current mood, but it also shows how your personality is in general. It is very simple. Why are we asked to sit up straight? Why are we asked to not sit with our backs hunched? Why are we not asked to fidget? Okay, हमको ऐसे हम पैर हिलाते रहते हैं, our legs go this. It shows that we are anxious about something. So we are asking you have to, maintain stability in your legs. You have to be straight. You have to sit straight. You have to stand straight. Your back, it should be erect, and everything we are taught ever since we are in school. So because postures, they contribute in the overall personality development, and that is why postures are so important. For example, if you cross your legs, okay, cross your arms while standing, okay, तो हम लोग ऐसे खड़े हैं और हम ऐसे करके ऐसे we do this, cross our arms. Okay, so it shows that we are very closed off. We are not open to interacting, and we are very defensive also in nature. It shows that we are not not open to getting free or getting frank or getting casual. That is why it is said कि अगर arms crossed होते हैं और हम इसे सीधे से खड़े हैं, तो थोड़ा defensive या थोड़ा closed off nature पता चलता है. Meanwhile, when we are walking with our head down, okay, and when we avoid the eye contact with any other person, तो हम ऐसे चल रहे but we are walking like this, okay, ऐसे ऐसे करके हम चल रहे हैं, it shows that we are very shy in nature. Again, it shows a very introvert nature. Okay, supposedly you are in an office, and instead of it is like a rule or a convention sort of a thing that whenever you're sitting in the office, your legs, it should be like this. ठीक है, एक पैर इधर एक पैर उधर, ऐसे पैर खोल के यू कैन नॉट सिट. आपके पैर एकदम ऐसे होने चाहिए, जॉइंट होने चाहिए, क्योंकि it shows a certain amount of courtesy, a discipline, and your personality. It says a lot about your own personality. That is why you should be very, very careful about your posture. When we were in school, we were taught that you shouldn't stand on half of your leg. मतलब एक पैर सीधा और एक पैर ऐसे फोल्ड करके ऐसे खड़े रहना और ये सब. इससे टीचर हमें तुरंत आके बोलती थी that you stand up straight, okay, that you stand straight, you walk with your hands on the back, because again it shows a certain sort of a discipline. That is why postures, they are also very important in not only communicating but in presenting your own self. आप किस तरह से चल रहे हैं, खड़े हैं, बैठे हैं, आपके हाथ किस तरह से, कौन से posture में, that also says a lot about your personality. That is why maintaining a good posture is always very important when it comes to professionalism. Okay, haptic communication का मतलब होता है, the next part is about haptic communication. It is communicating by touch. Okay, touch or haptics is like the characteristic of non-verbal communication, and it is used when we come into physical contact with other people. सबसे basic example इसका ये that we use handshake. This handshakes, this entire haptic communications basic example, handshake, is used when we introduce ourselves. Okay, so क्या बोलते हैं, the basic या handshake या high five या फिर और क्या example हो सकता है haptic communication का, a very casual hug. Okay, that is also a haptic communication. Example of haptic communication. So all this is about communication via touch. इसमें important होता है कि आप फिजिकल कांटेक्ट में है, अगर आपके सेंडर और रिसीवर एक फिजिकल कांटेक्ट में, तो उसको हैप्टिक कम्युनिकेशन को यूज करने के लिए भी यू कैन करने से भी आपके बहुत सारे मैसेजेस कन्वे हो जाते हैं. हैंडशेक करना मतलब इधर you have stricken a deal with a person, okay, या आप अपने आप को इंट्रोड्यूस कर रहे हैं. A hug means that you are finding or giving a sense of comfort. That can be the example of a hug. And gratitude भी हो सकता है एक hug का example. Or high five का मतलब that you both of you are very enthusiastic about something and you feel that this is going to work. Or when it happens that when you crack a joke or when you roast someone else, you roast a third party and then you give a high five to your friend or to someone you're close to, उसका मतलब एक certain sort of enjoyment हो सकता है. So that is haptic communication. Next part is about gesture. Okay, gesture is a characteristic of non-verbal communication in which visible body actions they communicate a particular message. Okay, gestures include movements of the hand or face or other parts of body. Okay, so when I'm trying to say something, when you are talking to me and I'm nodding my head, that means I'm agreeing to what you're saying and I'm able to understand what you're saying. And when you're saying something that is not totally accurate, I'll do this, that I don't agree to what you're saying, and I am certainly not interested to nahi, I'm certainly negating what you are trying to say. So because that is an incorrect fact or because that is a little bit controversial, so I easily say no. Okay, yes, no, and then moving your hands, folding your hands for prayers. And पैरों से भी आप बहुत कुछ कम्युनिकेट कर सकते हैं. जैसे पैर आपके कंटिन्यूसली फिजिट करते रहते हैं, उसका भी मतलब बहुत कुछ होता है कि ऐसे you're trying to send a message that okay, this is something that is making me anxious. Okay, so gestures are basic movements of hands and legs and other parts of your body. Okay, head and shoulders. Whenever something happens that you're nervous about something, so you kind of shrug like this. Okay, and yeah, toddlers or kids, they have the habit that when you ask them कि अच्छा आपको ये चीज चाहिए, and they'll do this, nahi chahiye this, for them this is no. So this is also a gesture they play on their part, because they're not using the words. Okay, they are, all they're doing is simply they're just moving their shoulders to say something that they don't want this, or to convey a message of no. Okay, of no. So that is about gestures. It is also very simple to understand. The most common gestures are yeah, joining of hands and then head bob and nodding and everything. Okay, this is about gestures. Personal space is, it is like your bubble, the space you place between yourself and the others. Like there's an invisible boundary. Okay, it becomes apparent only when someone bumps, or it tries to enter your bubble. जैसे नॉन वर्बल कम्युनिकेशन में पर्सनल स्पेस क्यों इम्पोर्टेंट होता है, बिकॉज इट इज समथिंग कि अच्छा एक आप अपने ही आगे एक बाउंड्री सेट करते हैं, और वो बाउंड्री कोई और क्रॉस नहीं करना चाह रहे, जैसे देयर इज अ फिजिकल स्पेस बिटवीन यू एंड द अदर पर्सन. सो आप अपने अथॉरिटीज के साथ या अपने टीचर्स के सामने कैसे खड़े हो रहे हैं, और अपने दोस्त के साथ आप कैसे खड़े हो रहे हैं, दैट सेज अ लॉट अबाउट योर पर्सनल स्पेस. Okay, that is why personal space is a part or a characteristic of non-verbal communication. So yeah, these were the types of non-verbal communication. And there are different क्या बोलते हैं उसको, एक फोर्टे होता है या एक बेसिक टाइप होता है हर एक कंट्री का, जिसमें नॉन वर्बल कम्युनिकेशन को दिखाया जाता है. जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल इन चाइना में ऐसा है कि दे डोंट लाइक बीइंग टच्ड बाय स्ट्रेंजर्स, देयरफॉर दे डोंट मेक एनी बॉडी कांटेक्ट और any sort of a handshake or any sort of body contact is not there. They greet you by bending over, and they can either smile at you. That is again a very particular example of how non-verbal communication is practiced in China. These are all very generic examples. Okay, so ऐसा नहीं कि हर एक person है चाइना में उनको handshake और ये सब पसंद नहीं है. It can differ, but according to the surveys, it has been observed कि चाइना में generally non-verbal communication को वो करते हैं, negate कर देते हैं. Then when we talk about non-verbal communication in Argentina, handshakes are there. Okay, nods are there, a show of nod is there, to express respect while greeting someone. तो अर्जेंटीना में अलग होता है. In non-verbal communication in India, उसका सबसे basic example है नमस्ते करना. Okay, when we greeting someone with a namaste, we place both hands together and a slight bow is there. It is very common non-verbal communication in India. Then in USA, a quite informal way is there of non-verbal communication. A handshake is there with a smile and a hello. Okay, like yeah, hello, and you smile. That is also observed in USA. And non-verbal communication is very easy to understand. It is extremely easy to understand, and it can be very for someone who wants to be skilled at communication. You have to focus a lot on non-verbal cues as well. You cannot just focus on your words and your vocabulary and your ability to talk to people. You have to focus on where you stand with your non-verbal cues. If your words are not matching your expressions, then these are of no use. Your words are of no use. Okay, non-verbal communication is known as the silent language. Okay, this is a language that everyone has to perfect, or everyone has to be amazing at, in order to make their communication successful. Okay, and basically what happens is that in non-verbal communication, we don't use words, or sorry, we don't use expressions and everything consciously. इट ऑल हैपेंस वेरी अनकॉन्शियसली. मतलब आप ऐसे जज नहीं कर पाएंगे कि आप किस चीज के साथ क्या क्या एक्सप्रेशंस दे रहे हैं. इसीलिए वो सबको मास्टर करना भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होता है. अगेन, टू नो मास्टर नॉन वर्बल कम्युनिकेशन, you have to be very confident and you have to leave the entire hesitation wala part. Okay, this is very important. After learning about the types of non-verbal communication, body motions ka jo hai, because we saw that gestures, eye movement, facial expressions, or posture, body stance, everything, this is all a part of a field of study that is known as kinesics, okay, or kinesics, if you will. It is pronounced as different word in different regions, but I have learned this at kinesics. So kinesics is all about body motions. They include gestures, eye movement, facial expression, posture, body stance, everything. So you have to be very careful in, learning this language of kinesics, because it will complement your words and your verbal cues and everything very effectively. Okay, non-verbal communication is very important in order to make your communication effective. That is why non-verbal communications को इतना ज़्यादा वो दिया जाता है, importance दिया जाता है. Now, when we talk about non-verbal communication, as it differs into different places. Okay, there is a distance and a territory in which non-verbal communication is practiced. Okay, so in this distance and territory part, we have to be careful in three territories: public territories, interactional territory, and home territory. Okay, public, interactional, and home. All these territories are there. There are three types of territories in which we have to be careful about the non-verbal communication. Public territory में है कि this is the setting that is open to anyone. Okay, interactional territory है जहाँ पे ये space, this is a space reserved for a particular set of people during a specific time. And home territory is where one can exert the greatest control over personal space and the space which an individual lives, हाँ, द स्पेस जिसमें इंडिविजुअल लाइव्स है और वर्क्स और ये सब कुछ इसमें आ जाता है. होम टेरिटरी में आपको इतना ध्यान नहीं रखना पड़ता कि मेरे फेशियल एक्सप्रेशंस कैसे है, मेरे जेस्चर्स कैसे है, मेरा पोस्चर कैसा है, और यू कैन बी फ्री. इंटरैक्शनल टेरिटरी में स्पेसिफिक सेट ऑफ पीपल होते हैं, वो स्पेसिफिक ड्यूरेशन ऑफ टाइम के लिए साथ में आते हैं और वो स्पेस रिजर्व्ड होता है. और पब्लिक टेरिटरी में ये सेटिंग सबको ओपन होता है. तो इन टेरिटरीज में अपने नॉन वर्बल क्यूज का भी आपको एक्स्ट्रा ध्यान रखना चाहिए. And non-verbal communication may time, it is also very important. Okay, the way time is handled, it can express both intentional and unintentional messages. I mean, the way time is used, it reveals all the important functions in communication. It cannot be that you take up much time, in just expressing yourself via facial expressions. You have to be very careful that everything goes in a particular set of time according to particular, according to particular actions and situation के हिसाब से आपको अपने से अपना सब कुछ चेंज करना पड़ता है. ऐसा नहीं है कि अगर मैं कुछ सैड बात बता रही हूँ तो मेरा एक्सप्रेशन सैड ही रह जाए. Okay, when you change the topic, your expressions, your gestures, your entire body motion, it has to change according to your words, according to time. Okay, another aspect of what do we say? Another aspect of non-verbal communication is about the paralanguage. Paralanguage is the attributes of voice like audibility, pleasantness, distinctness, correctness in pronunciation. They all help shape the meaning in oral communication. Okay, these attributes help in creating meaning. And paralanguage, it goes beyond linguistic form of an utterance. Okay, तो इसको हम जनरली नॉन वर्बल कम्युनिकेशन में क्यों काउंट करते हैं? क्योंकि ये सब हमारे सेंसेस पे डिपेंड करता है. ऑडिटरी सेंसेस, देन डिटरमाइनिंग कि है ना हमको कौन सा शब्द किस टोन में बोलना है. ओके किस कौन से पैराफ्रेज और सॉरी कौन से फ्रेज को हम किस प्लेजेंटनेस से बोलेंगे या सैडनेस से बोलेंगे, ये सब हमारे दिमाग का फंक्शन है. दैट इज व्हाई पैरा लैंग्वेज इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. ओके and yeah, when something is delivered coupled with gestures and facial expression, it reflects the meaning and emotions of the participant in a communicative situation. So the highness, lowness of tone, intensity, the manner of delivery, rate of speaking, they all create the intended meaning of an utterance. That is why paralanguage is very important. And again, another important part of non-verbal communication is self-presentation. Okay, physical appearance and attractiveness, they can be very powerful in communicators as they indicate status. कि आपका कौन सा status किस चीज पे है. It is self-presentation is, I guess, it is also manifested through the objects used and worn by the individual. That is why we say you have to dress up nicely when you go to a place जहाँ पे ऐसे अटायर को देखा जाता है. आप कोई प्रेजेंटेशन करने जा रहे हैं, आप अभी ऑफिस जा रहे हैं या कॉलेज जा रहे हैं, स्कूल जा रहे हैं, अब डिसेंसी इज डिमांडेड इन योर अटायर बिकॉज क्लोथ्स और सेल्फ प्रेजेंटेशन भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट होता है in order to make a communication successful. Okay, so objects like clothing, jewelry, it can all be a means to allow others to know your attitude, behavior, and your standard or your class. That is why self-presentation is also important. Okay, I think we don't have much time left, and since non-verbal communication is a very small topic, so we won't continue. You don't need to join after this, okay, because in another part we learn about the influences of non-verbal communication, and that is pretty big. So after this, after a minute, you don't need to join again. This lecture was only for 40 minutes today. Does anyone have any doubt in non-verbal communication, or you want to add something up? कुछ भी आप ऐड करना चाहते हैं, कोई डाउट है तो मुझे प्लीज आप पूछ सकते हैं अभी. Any doubt? Were you all even listening? Because since your mics are on mute and your videos are not there, so I'm not able to understand अगर आप सुन रहे थे कि नहीं. Anyone can respond to me in the chat box, or does anyone have any doubt or something, or should I end this lecture? Okay, great. Thank you so much. So yeah, if anyone has any doubt, you can ask me at any point of time. I'm there in your group also, so you can text me any doubt and I'll pass on the